Hey Phono friends, Don Wilson here with a very dusty edition of As the Record Turns. I'm working on finishing steps for diamond discs. The hardest part of making a diamond disc is getting it consistently a quarter-inch thick as it requires. The mold that I use is it's just an open mold like an ice cube tray, so controlling thickness is virtually impossible. So they have to be made thick and then somehow milled flat. It's really been a struggle. I've tried all the different various devices they have at Lowe's and Home Depot, even some really expensive planers. None of them do it. They take chunks out. They're not as consistent as you might think, and incredibly laborious process to use them. So I'm hoping that maybe some of you kind folks out there will have some good ideas. This is my latest attempt, and also my dirtiest attempt. And let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm doing. So we're sitting on my front porch, which is why you hear some background noise. And this is a great big, actually it's the biggest disc sander that I could find. It's a 12-inch disc, spins at probably 1700 RPMs, and pull over a disc here. As you can see, the discs are left nice and dusty. Is that I've been taking the disc, measuring it with my trusty dial caliper, and then in the spots where there's thicknesses in excess of 10 thousandths over, striking that area, and then very gently over here taking off just a hair. Typically there's about 10 thousandths over, and taking 10 thousandths off is pretty quick. As you can see, the result is a rather dirty one, which means that next these have to be washed and then finally test played, because I always test play them before sending them out. Not a great process. Hoping to find a better one, so if you've got one, keep me in mind. So I'm going to clean up. Wrong way. Here we go. Going to get the ½ pound worth of ground resin off my pants and work boots, and then in a couple minutes I'll have a test play for you. So now I've got this nice little stack of discs here that have been milled down to plus or minus 10 thousandths of an inch of 1/4 inch, so between 0.24 and 0.26. The machine's wound up, and we're going to give them all a quick test at the perimeter. The lateral sway, by the way, is not part of the molding process. The lateral sway is that comes from the original. I don't recenter the spindle hole. I take it as is, so the side-to-side sway is that's all on Tom. One of the nice things about making these discs is that, being polyurethane, not only are they really rugged, they don't break, they don't delaminate, but you can also wash them with soap and water. That one sounds a little scratchy, doesn't it? Let's try in a little bit more. Also, the other nice thing about polyurethane is being able to practice your... Never mind. The one etch disc that I've copied. This one has the boss's voice.
For him to break his long-established rule. The citizens will now give you that message. I beg to introduce Mr. Thomas A. Edison.
This is Edison speaking. Our boys make good in France. The word American has a new meaning in Europe.
That's actually the cleanest copy of that disc I've ever come across. Oh, this is a hot one. Hottest xylophone solo ever. I think it's right around here. Oh well, we just have to buy it to find it. That was a joke. And this, I believe, is another copy of the same. See if we can find it again. Well, folks, that just about does it. Thanks for watching a little quality testing. Hope you enjoyed those very brief clips. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm absolutely covered in the 120 grit sandings of having just milled all these discs. So any ideas on how to mill these more consistently, or certainly easier and cleaner, much appreciated. Please send me an email or post a reply below. Thanks.